Today in our movie recap, we unwrap the Disney's biggest upcoming movie Mufasa, The Lion King. Mufasa is a new movie coming out of the Lion King franchise and it may be hitting theaters sooner than you think. Most people know The Lion King 2019, while already having an audience due to the popularity of the 1994, traditionally animated film. And now, 2019 remake is coming to theaters in 2024. This prequel was announced in 2020. Mufasa is the origin story of one of the greatest kings in the history of the private lands. The story is told in two different time frames. It's a story about how Mufasa rose to loyalty. According to the director Barry Jenkins, Simba's father, Mufasa, rose to become the king of Pride Rock despite having no royal blood. In the Pride Lands, baby Mufasa is then swept away in a flood, which could be the potential birth of his orphan story and how he ends up in the ruthless world alone. Tell the origin story of Mufasa and his brother Taka, who later becomes known as the villain Scar. We assume that he was just born into his lineage, but it was actually an orphan who had to navigate the world alone by himself. We get to experience the real journey of how Mufasa found his place in the circle of life. The Lion King, a remake of the 1994 animated classic, used innovative techniques to create photorealistic animals and African landscapes. The Lion King is ultimately one of Disney's biggest and most foundational films, so bringing an artistic storyteller like Jenkins into the canon should do nothing but help the movie grow. Jon Favreau brought The Lion King into the modern era with 3D rendering, replacing the 2D animation. Jenkins is known for creating stories focusing on childhood and rites of passage, so this should be the perfect movie for him. The Lion King is ultimately one of the biggest and most foundational films, so bringing an artistic storyteller like Jenkins into the canon should do nothing but help the movie grow. Lion King fans should definitely be excited about his upcoming film, as the story of how Mufasa became king will likely reflect how Jenkins became such an excellent filmmaker. Audiences will be happy to know that the characters featured in the first live-action film will be reprising their roles for this upcoming feature, including Seth Rogen as Pumbaa, Billy Eichner as Timon, John Kani as Rafiki, Kelvin Harrison Jr. as Scar, Aaron Pierre as Mufasa,